I love to tell chemistry jokes, but I don't always get a reaction from them. Today, we're going to talk about how we work in class. Striving for success without hard work is like trying to harvest food where you haven't planted. So, if you haven't put in the hard work, there's really no way to be successful. Just like if you haven't put in any seeds, you're not going to have any fruit that comes up. When you come into class, when you enter, there's always a do now activity. And sometimes it's a what did you complete yesterday? Sometimes it's what's your goal for today? Sometimes there's just a check in of how's your heart, how's your mental state? Is there anything that I can do for you while you're in my class today? And the last thing is to always make sure that you write in your planner. Part of your work will be independent, partner work, and group work. And you'll hear me refer to them as independent, shoulder, partner, or table activity or group work. When you're working on independent activity, those are always level 0 and there's silence while it's going on. It's not that it takes a long time, but it's something that's independent for you. Sometimes you're working with a shoulder partner, someone who's next to you, and your table mates can hear you and maybe even a table around you, but I won't be able to hear you from across the classroom. There's also group work. And group work, there's going to be much respectful talking. There'll even be giggling at times, but there's really an activity that you're working on. And in order to complete it, you're going to have to converse. The big one, collaboration versus cheating and copying. Well, collaboration is defined as it's the action of working with an individual or group to create a project. You're asking questions of each other. You're looking at what the other person has. You're saying, hey, maybe this works here. Hey, maybe that doesn't work here. In our class, you will always help anyone who asks you, even if you don't know them. I want your parents off your back. You take mastery checks and performance tasks completely alone. So before you get to those, putting in the hard work, collaborating, will help you know the material. Just writing down the information while you're working in your lessons before you get to your mastery checks and your performance tasks is just going to set you up for failure, which means your parents are going to give you a hard time. You may get called in to talk to the school counselor about your grades. If you've got any extra activities going on, those become sometimes in jeopardy. So there's a big difference between collaboration and cheating and copying. Another idea is to ask 3 before you ask me. And trust me, it is not that I don't want to talk to you. I love talking to you all day long about a variety of topics. It's just that I'm not always available at that moment. When someone does ask you for help, use some of these phrases that you see. Well, what do you think the answer is? Or what are you sure that it's not? Maybe tell them, hey, open up your notebook to this page. Direct them where to look and help point it out to them. Turn to your page in your workbook. There can be even, hey, you should probably rewatch that video. Don't just give them the information. Show them where they can get it so they can be successful. And especially if you're their friend, you don't want them getting a hard time from parents or other teachers, counselors, school administration. So if you really want to help them do well, then show them how to do it. Don't do it for them. That's the basic idea of how our class works. Have a great day.